Imagine being humiliated in front of the entire world just because of the color of your skin. But what if, in that moment of injustice, you had the power to stop everything with just 5 words? It was a typical afternoon when an elderly black man in his late 70s stepped into a crowded subway station in the heart of the city. His cane echoed with each step, yet he carried the weight of history and pain with quiet dignity. But as soon as he entered, whispers filled the air. Some stared, some muttered, and a few even laughed, judging him solely based on the color of his skin. Before he knew it, he was surrounded by a group of officers, their eyes suspicious, their hands on their holsters. One of the officers, much younger than him, barked, "What are you doing here?" The elderly man, taken aback, tried to explain his presence, but they weren't listening. He could feel the sting of humiliation, like it was all too familiar. Without any warning, the officers began to get more aggressive. It seemed like the situation was escalating fast, and within seconds, a full SWAT team arrived, armed, ready, and prepared for confrontation. The tension was unbearable, but this elderly man was different. He didn't flinch. Instead, he stood, tall, his voice calm and steady. As the officers closed in, the elderly man took a deep breath and said, "You don't know my story." The words were simple, yet they carried an undeniable weight. The SWAT team paused, confusion in their eyes. They were trained to handle violent situations, not to understand pain or history. For a moment, it felt like time froze. The man looked them straight in the eye and added, "I've seen it all before." His voice was firm, his resolve unshaken. Those 5 words hit harder than any weapon. The SWAT team froze. They realized that this wasn't just about a confrontation. It was about understanding, respect, and humanity. They stood in silence. The air shifted. The man had turned the situation around, not with force, but with his quiet strength. So, what does this story tell us? Is there power in our words? Can one man truly change the course of a tense situation? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Have you ever been in a position where the words you said turned everything around? If you want to hear more stories that challenge our perceptions and break boundaries, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. Because remember, sometimes the power of words can freeze time itself.